on the client franchise side, I'm setting internal targets saying that as we double, we should be focused on doubling the client franchise. If anything, slightly expanding the base even further, so that it sets it up from a future one. But we are at 1200 today. We'll be 2400, 2500 when we are double our size. See, when you think about it from a company perspective, if we continue to do what we were doing last 5 years, by 2030 we'll be there, right? If we do very well, like what we did this year, hopefully without the pandemic, but it will be 5 years from now. So the dispersion of that, whether it's 26, 27 or 30, 31, that's the dispersion. While that's of great significance from a investor stakeholder perspective, when we get there, we are getting there fighting fit, right? We don't somehow get there and stumble over on the end line, because it doesn't stop there. It has to continue. So the approach is, how do we get there right? Margin band is definitely under pressure, but we do hope that we should be able to hold it in the medium term. So it's out there, what is going on, but I'm not, not at panic stations per se, but yes, it requires close management. We were about 900 odd customers. Today we are about 1200 odd customers. The most important thing we have always been is to focus on the customer franchise, to make sure that stays growing continuously with us. That has been a big part of the theme. But we also looked at it and said, how do we build into layers into it? So we introduced, when we looked at the changes that were happening around us, we said the big three themes that are making an impact is agile, cloud and automation, right? And we have systematically built out capabilities in that. But we went beyond that. We said, as we look forward, we need to be continuously expanding into the business space. We believe that the TCS of when it gets to a 50 billion company will be a lot more balanced around all these dimensions, around business and technology, around growth and transformation versus cost and optimization. So it will be a more balanced portfolio. The incremental pricing is changing, but and there are incremental conversations on the existing contracts. The mood is definitely positive, right? But by the time it actually starts moving the needle, it will take some time. Whereas on the cost side, obviously the pressure is quite high. And we are seeing that, whether it be attrition itself, which has spiked. I believe that in another few months we should see it starting to come under control. So that itself adds a lot of cost pressure to it. And otherwise also there is a general uptick. So over a medium term this will stabilize. We should be able to recoup it. But in the short term, our cost structures are likely to be off key compared to where we are on the pricing side.